Do you feel like things happen to you, like you don't really have any control? You say things like, I fell off my diet. Well, I ate that, but I wasn't in control. Or life happened and I couldn't exercise. I don't have time to eat healthy, be healthy, or work on myself. But is that really the issue? Let's dive in. Hey there, feeling lost in the sea of confusing health tips? Think nothing works for you? Well, don't sweat it. You're not broken and there are better days ahead. I'm Jolene, a nutritional therapy practitioner and BFF on this wild ride. Welcome to Holistic Health Made Simple, where we embrace empowered eating and reclaim control. Let's feed our body, mind, and soul to unlock true health. So grab your water bottle, pop in those earbuds, and let's get this party started. Hey there! Have you heard? Your skills and your knowledge tells you what you can do, but your mindset tells you what you will do? As a nutritional therapy practitioner, I can help you with your diet. I can help you find the best foods to support your current health status. And then I can teach you how to listen to your body and actually hear it. But as someone who has struggled with weight and health their entire life, I can tell you that food is only one piece of the puzzle. The rules of any particular diet help until we get to the point where we need to pivot, or we reached our target, or frankly, the rules start suffocating us. Or we simply just don't feel good anymore, and the results are kind of fleeting. The root of the problem lies deeper within. We've talked about self-sabotage and all the reasons why we've done it. But we haven't really discussed how important it is to let go of all the societal norms and take charge. We talked some about embracing a healthy identity, believing in that healthy identity. Well, today we're talking about the power of choice. You see, we are choosing what we eat or don't eat and what we do or don't do every single day. But the question is, are we aware of what we're choosing? And I think many times we're not. If we want to make better choices, first, we need to get a grip on how our conscious and subconscious minds work. Because let's be real, sometimes we make decisions without having a clue why or that we're even making them. The human mind is like a magical mystery tour. It's intricate, captivating, and a bit bonkers. To grow as a person, we need to understand the dance that happens between the conscious mind, which handles our awareness and decision-making, and the subconscious mind, which works behind the scenes, shaping our beliefs and behaviors. Think of the conscious mind as the mastermind steering the ship, while the subconscious mind is the backstage crew making the magic happen. It's time we unravel the mysteries of these two mind buddies, figuring out how they function and see how they team up to create the wild ride that is our perception of the world. Buckle up, it's time to unlock those secrets. First, let's take a look at what exactly the conscious and subconscious mind are. The idea of splitting the mind into conscious and subconscious parts dates back to Sigmund Freud, the granddaddy of psychoanalysis. Imagine him chilling in the late 1800s and early 1900s, dreaming up the iceberg model of the mind. You see, the tip of the iceberg, it represents the conscious mind, the stuff we're fully aware of. And then just below the surface is the pre-conscious mind, where we stash thoughts and feelings that aren't in our immediate awareness, but can pop up when needed, like remembering that song lyric out of the blue. And then way below the surface, in the depths of the ocean, lies the subconscious mind, home to all those past experiences and memories that we don't even realize are pulling our strings. Fast forward to today, and the concepts of the conscious and subconscious mind have become a really hot topics, not just in psychology, but also in self-help and spirituality. We can use the concepts of the subconscious and the conscious to help us make better choices when it comes to dealing with our health. This is exactly how I stumbled upon the importance of the power of choice and being aware of the unconscious or mindless choices I was making when it came to my health. The complexities of decision making or making choices is huge. And really, we don't need to go into deep detail, but we need to understand that many of the choices we're making are being made subconsciously based on our beliefs, based on not being aware or past history, things that we did in the past, fear, trauma, whatever the reason is, we're making these choices out of past history. We are not making them from the conscious level. And that's where we get into the real power. The real power lies in taking ownership of all choices, whether we made them consciously or subconsciously. While we can go on and on and on about the psychology of the subconscious and the conscious, I know why you're really here. You're here on how can we take charge and take that power of choice back so that we can control how we react, how we eat, what we do. We're taking that power back so that we control our health and our health choices. So let's dive into the 5 steps I've laid out for you today. Step 1, take ownership of your food choices. So there's a difference between munching mindlessly and mindful munching. Mindless munching is devouring a whole bag of chips without a second thought. Mindful munching is savoring each bite of that apple like it's a golden gift from nature. It might feel like we have no control over our cravings, but guess what? We do. The key to mindful munching is preload our hearts and minds with healthier choices. I've discovered that the true wisdom lies in these ancient words. You are what you eat. Sometimes I've been puzzled by my snack attacks, and other times I have been utterly shocked at how many cookies I am able to consume in a sitting. Either way, I've learned to turn it into a lesson and take ownership of my munching or snacking habits. When we eat things we regret, it's because those things have gotten into our pantry somehow. When we fill our homes with healthy snacks, that's actually what we end up eating. Sometimes we have the time to pause and make the better choice. And other times we have to train ourselves to take that pause and think, do I really need that? Whatever that is. But sometimes there's no time. The snack attack came, or we're starving and we can't even think straight and our subconscious starts taking over. That's when having healthy options around helps you prevent going through a drive-through because you know it's there. And that's about making a pre-choice. You chose before you lost control to only have these healthy options. Sometimes we have to preload ourselves so that we have things ready for us so we don't grab the things we don't want to eat. Step 2 is owning your choice and then recover and rise. You see, you're not perfect. Life is not perfect. Sometimes that chocolate cake will call out to you and you will answer. But here's the beauty of owning your power of choice. Every little indulgence can become a lesson if you choose to turn it into one. When we own the choice of the indulgence, we own it without shame, without guilt, without regret. We just own the choice and move forward. By implementing the power of owning our food choices, we enable ourselves to recover from any dietary slip and rise up again. We own it and we move forward. We do not punish ourselves for the choices we made. We just acknowledge them and we choose to make a better choice next time. Instead of being a victim, be the victor. That lies in the power of choice to recover and rise, or not to. Don't let it spiral you. Let it be an indulgence and move forward with your next healthy choice. Step 3, own your food story. Yeah, I said that really slow. Your food story is just that. It's yours. Up until now, you've been eating however you have been. You may have made excuses why you can't eat healthy. You may have tried and failed. You may have gotten discouraged, felt like a victim, or felt like giving up on that diet. But up until now is powerful. Those 3 words can empower you to start anew today by taking ownership of your past eating habits and writing a new ending. What happened in the past doesn't dictate your future. No matter how each meal goes, every day, specifically every meal, you can start fresh with up until now. And then declare the change you choose to make. By taking ownership of your food story, you can let go of the past dietary failures and write a new, healthier ending. Step 4, own your own grocery cart. Nobody likes a know-it-all at the grocery store. This part of taking ownership is about owning your food choices and respecting others who may be making different choices. Even if you pick a certain diet, you own it for you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. That's their story. You do you, boo. Owning your own grocery cart means not pushing your food choices and your food preferences on others and respecting their choices. If you want to help others with their healthy eating, be a model. Instead of just telling them what to do, you live you and they'll see the changes and want to model after that. And then respect boundaries, lead by example, and show that healthy eating can be delicious and fun. By owning your grocery cart, you are demonstrating love for yourself and respect for others. You're also showing respect for you by fueling yourself with what your body needs. Bioindividuality means what works for you may not work for everybody else. So you do you. Step 5, own what is for your benefit with intention. I know, that sounded like a mouthful. In the first way of owning your choice, I mentioned intention as it corresponds to our food choices. To own what is for your benefit takes a different intention. It's proactive. What do you need to feel your best? How do you want to live healthily? Do you know the answers to these questions? Well, if not, you need to discover them because you can't own what you don't know. This is where I'd start. But it doesn't mean going and trying every diet out there. It means trying different foods, figuring out what makes you feel healthy, getting help where you need it. If you have massive digestive problems, you might need someone to help guide you. Either way, when you know what you need to eat and how you want to live healthily and the changes you desire, you can intentionally choose to take ownership of them. The most powerful way to own this type of change is to just choose one thing at a time to focus on. Everyone can make one healthy change at a time, but a big pile of dietary changes can be really overwhelming. We can't let the past dictate the future. To live your best life, choose what healthy habits are for your benefit and take ownership of them, even if they don't work. Be proud of yourself that you tried something and that you're willing to try something new. Not everything's going to work for everybody, and that is okay. We often feel like we're out of control or life's happening to us. It's important to acknowledge that we do have control over our choices. By becoming more aware of our decision-making processes, we can take ownership of our habits and make intentional, healthier choices. When we look at things that we think just happen, mindlessly eat, the subconscious decisions, the minute we can look at them and be aware of them, we can start changing our belief system around it so that we can make healthier choices. The power of choice will make or break your healthy lifestyle long term. If you feel like you picked a diet and it's a rule and you don't have any choice in the matter, eventually it'll wind down. You'll fall back on old habits. You'll choose to do whatever you used to do because you're so used to failing at a diet. It's choosing to be healthy. That's important. You got to choose to be healthy. You have to embody that healthy person within. And then you have to be aware of all of your choices, conscious and subconscious. This shift in mindset empowers us to take responsibility for our actions, and it ultimately leads to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Who the hell wants to count calories our whole life? We just want to live and enjoy life. Remember, the power to change lies deep within you. And by embracing this, we can overcome all the obstacles and create a healthier, more vibrant future. And on that note, friends, I'll see you next time. Bye! Thanks for tuning in. I hope you snagged some great tips for your health journey. Remember, this podcast is all about education and fun. No medical advice here. Check out the full disclaimer in the show notes. Stay in the loop by joining our newsletter at holistichealthmadesimple.com for weekly tips and tricks. Thanks for being part of our tribe. Until next time, have a fabulous day.